Many congratulations to the Black Stars of Ghana. They have secured their spot at FIFA World Cup 2026. What a run in recent memory they've been on. They've gone to 5 of the last 6 World Cups. They went to 06, 2010, 2014, 2022 in Qatar with Otto Addo, who's in post now, of course, and now to the North American countries of USA, Mexico and Canada. 5 of the last 6 World Cups is quite some achievement, no matter what you think of the GFA and everything else. So the first point is much congratulations to the Ghanaians for their efforts. They beat Comoros by 1-0. Fitting that Mohamed Kudus gets that all-important goal. It wasn't vintage Ghana, but the stadium in Accra was buzzing, and a lot of people were actually standing up for that entire game. And when news filters in that Mali are 1-0 up against Madagascar, 2-0 up against Madagascar, 3-0 up, for goodness sake, against Madagascar, you don't need to panic. Ghana could have lost the game and still made it, quite frankly. But they finally get over their demons and beat Comoros, a team they usually struggle against. But Ghana get the job done just after half-time. Lovely ball. Thomas Partey plays it across to Mohamed Kudus. And Ghana will be at the World Cup. Will Otto Addo be at the World Cup? That remains to be seen. No AFCON in between for Ghana. Is that going to be a help? Is that going to be a hindrance? There's going to be far less games for Ghana compared to the other African teams at this World Cup between now and June next summer. So they beat Comoros 1-0. Mali thump Madagascar in Bamako. And Mali really had a good end to their campaign. They took 6 points in this window, but too little too late. Mali are the nearly men in World Cup qualifying. They end up finishing in the 3rd spot. Madagascar get thumped, so they stay 2nd. And it's not enough for a playoff spot. Madagascar have officially been eliminated from these qualifiers. They cannot get a playoff spot despite finishing 2nd. They haven't got enough points. When you take away the points against 6th place Chad, who they beat twice, that leaves Madagascar on just 13 points. So they can't make it. And if we look at that ever-changing 2nd place table, Gabon still sit on top and they have secured a playoff spot at the very least. Burkina Faso thump Ethiopia 3-1. How important might that hat-trick from the heart striker Kabore be for Burkina Faso? They are looking good. They're on 15 points in this table. They actually scored more goals in their group than Egypt did. Egypt beating Guinea-Bissau at home with a much-changed side by 1-0. Niger, a big day for Niger. They go to Zambia and they win 1-0 with Baduzaki's side. What a team, Niger. The resurgent Niger, very impressive. 15 points from that group in difficult circumstances. Much improved from them. Will it be enough? I'm not so sure. But as of right now, they have got a playoff spot, but that's all going to change. There's still plenty of African football to be played across the next 48 hours. But they've given themselves a chance. That's the most important thing. Madagascar, like I said, they've been eliminated. Namibia, before a ball is even kicked against Tunisia, are out. They've not got enough points. Even if they beat the Tunisians away from home, it wouldn't be enough because their 6 points came against Sao Tome and Principe, so that gets wiped. So plenty left to play for. Gabon and Burkina Faso in 1 and 2 at the moment, they look good. Niger in 3rd is precarious because Cameroon will host Angola. They're going to want that spot. Congo are going to host Sudan. They're going to want that spot. If Nigeria beat Benin and South Africa beat the Rwandans, could Nigeria get into that spot? Plenty of football to be played. Uganda are in the mix. Uganda, of course, going to Algeria, going to Tizi Ouzou. They want to get one of those spots. Plenty of football to be played, but it's looking feisty in the race for those all-important playoff spots. Who do I think would get it right now? I think Gabon and Burkina Faso looking good. Of course, we also now know that these playoffs are going to be one-off semi-finals played in Morocco and a one-off final played in Morocco. If it's a draw, it will go to extra time and penalties. So we know a little bit more about how the format's going to work. I don't know about Niger getting in there. If Cameroon just draw to Angola, they're going to go above Niger because Angola are not a bottom place team. Congo plays Sudan. South Africa now, 11 points, 14 if they beat Rwanda. But if they came 2nd, if Benin beat Nigeria and South Africa came 2nd, oh goodness me, I don't think they're going to be having enough points. I don't think they're going to have enough points in this table. When you look at where they are right now, what are they on? 11? If they beat the Rwandans, it put them on 14. Is that going to get them in? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. So South Africa are in a really precarious position where they're going to have to hope the Nigerians do the business over the Benins. What's someone called Benin called? I don't even know. But yeah. Anyway, that's where we are right now. Big up Ghana. We'll see you there next summer. Are we going to see Otto Addo? I don't think we are. It wouldn't shock me if they took Mali's manager, Tom Sonfei, if he ended up being the Ghana manager at that World Cup. I think that's the play to make. Are we going to see more new players switch to Ghana? Maybe the Nketiahs, the Hudson-Odois? I'm not so sure. I'm still anti-Jordan Ayew, to be honest. A year away from now to still play him up there, I'm not too sure. It wasn't vintage Ghana tonight, but they did get the job done, and they finally got the win against Comoros. So that's where we are right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back very soon.